Spoiler warning! If you haven't watched the first two videos in this series, be sure to do so, as this is the continuation of scenario number 16 where we play the Voidwarden and Blinkblade. Alright, so this is how the final room looks like. The objective is simple: kill both golems. Well, since it's the final room, it's time to go all out. You're gonna see me give all I've got against these monsters. I'm gonna use all my lost cards here, and we'll see if we manage to take down these two final bosses. So let's draw cards and see what we get. We're gonna start with Blinky, who declared fast at 36. We are going to play the bottom of Kinetic Transfer. This is a move 4. I'm going to move 2 onto the door, open the room. Alright, so this is a very interesting situation, and I'll spend some time talking about it because it showcases how I'm adapting to situations when the card draw doesn't go my way. So the plan that I had, this beautiful, immaculate plan, was to use the bottom of Kinetic Transfer, having already moved 2, to then trigger the push 3 effect on the bottom, consuming a time token. That will push the Earth Demon far out of reach, rendering it incapacitated, right? It won't be able to touch us in melee range. Then, following that, my Voidwarden would perform the move 4 from Resign Frenzy, and then do the Compel attack on Blinky onto the Wind Demon. So the Wind Demon would be poisoned by Gift of the Void, and then it will take an attack. Following that, on the next turn, my plan was to use the Voidwarden to deal massive damage using turn out the lights bottom, which is within range 3. I can compel one enemy to attack another. So by compelling the shielded Wind Demon to attack the Earth Demon, I'm causing the Earth Demon to take damage, but also damaging the Wind Demon itself through the shield because of its effect, which is really nice. So that was my immaculate plan. And of course, this really helps the Blinkblade as well, because next turn it can then simply perform a move 3 to get into the face of the Wind Demon, which should be enough to kill it. So, this plan would have worked. My only concern was that the Earth Demon would draw a move plus 0 or a move plus 1, which would put it here and block off my path. To me, this wasn't a big deal because I would still be able to perform the Compel next turn, and Blinky has some shoes that give movement, so Blinky can take the long way around anyway. So I felt like this plan was unstoppable. I covered all my bases. Even if the Earth Demon moves a lot, I'm still positioned such that I'm within range of the Compels. The problem with what's happening now is that the Wind Demon drew this nasty card. Let's take a look. Pull 1. I did not consider this. I did not factor this into my move this turn. And so the pull 1 completely, utterly scuppers my plans, because had I gone ahead with the push, the Wind Demon would act next, performing the pull 1, and this blocks my Voidwarden. I can no longer move 4 into this one hex that I need. I can only move up to here or up to here. This is not within range 3 of the Wind Demon, which means that on my next turn, I cannot perform the bottom of Turn Out the Lights. I could do it the other way. I could compel the Earth Demon to attack the Wind Demon instead, but that's suboptimal, obviously, because the Wind Demon is shielded, so it's going to do less damage. I need my Voidwarden to be within range 3 of the Wind Demon. So that was my plan, and that got absolutely ruined. But given the cards I played, I was still able to find a way around it. This requires me to play completely differently. My plan is to actually take a step back. Right? I played a move 4, Kinetic Transfer. 1, 2, opening the door. Step 3, move 3 is to retreat. Actually, no, I'm going to move all the way back. This is a move 4 all the way back. Yeah, so this seems like a complete waste of Blinky's turn. There's no net gain. I'm just moving 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. I've forfeited my top attack. I forfeited all the bottom actions. In fact, by doing this, I'm probably going to damage my Voidwarden. So let's not let that happen. Let's move 2 the other way. We're going to move here. And yeah, basically forfeit our turn. But there's rhyme and reason to my actions, alright? So let's break down the next turn. Blinky is done. Wind Demon. Wind Demon performs move a lot. It's gonna move here. It usually stops here, but it doesn't have line of sight to Blinky yet, so it has to move here in order to gain line of sight for the range attack. Then it performs an attack +0, right? So this is range 4, attack 3. Let's draw for the Wind Demon. 3 damage. And then a pull 1. Next, we have the Voidwarden. The Voidwarden, we are still going to Resign Frenzy as usual. And then we are going to perform Gift of the Void as we initially planned. So first, we inflict poison on the Wind Demon. And then we compel our allied Blinkblade to attack 3, range 4 on the Wind Demon. This will be an attack 4 due to poison. And because we have Master Influence up, we are going to consume the air that Wind Demon just created to gain 1 attack. So now it's attack 5 with advantage using Blinky's deck. 0, -1. So 5 damage minus 2 shield, 3 damage to the Wind Demon. It's already kind of half dead. Not bad. And that's our turn. We generate darkness, so that's something important to keep in mind. The Voidwarden loves her darkness. Earth Demon. There's not much we can do about this. It's going to stay put and perform the attack. Attack -1. This is attack 3 on the Voidwarden. Target all adjacent enemies. It's not able to move such that it's adjacent to both of us, thankfully. So it's just the Voidwarden that's going to get walloped. That's 3 damage. So unfortunately, with this sequence of events, both our characters have to take damage. But I think this is the best compromise given the draw we had, because it means that now my Voidwarden is within range 3 of the Wind Demon, which means I can still proceed with my plan to do the compel enemy attack. With the enemies where we want them, we can now proceed with our turn 2 intended plan of turning out the lights bottom for the compel attack, followed by Lure of the Void's top. Let's see how this turns out. It'll depend on what the enemies draw. Alright, so we declared fast on Blinky. So unfortunately, both enemies are going fairly fast, and they both outspeed the Voidwarden. Let's look at what they're doing. The Earth Demon. Oh, that's good. That is really good. It's basically doing nothing. And there's no immobilize. So that's really awesome. That is probably the best card I could have asked for. Wind Demon is pushing all adjacent enemies. Alright, I've given it some thought. This was pretty tricky because the enemies moved before the Voidwarden. I had 2 choices. I could use Power Leak's top, which is the obvious play, to get the target 2 on both enemies. My issue with that play is that it leaves me poison. And I am not in the best of health right now. And I'm about to take a hit from the Wind Demon. So with that said, not a good idea. I'm going to switch it up instead and use Blurry Jab for the attack, which means that I'm resolving Power Leak for a basic move 2 into this position, followed by a melee attack 4 wound on the Wind Demon. So let's inflict the status here. This is going to be an attack 4, attack 0. That's fine. And my Blinky is done. Earth Demon moves next. This is a heal 3 self. There is no Earth, so it does not immobilize. Wind Demon goes next. It starts by performing a push 1 all adjacent enemies, followed by an attack 0. Blinky and Voidwarden are equidistant. Blinky moved first, so it is the target of choice. +1, that's 4 damage, I believe. Base 3 +1 is 4. Down to 1 health. Thankfully, we didn't poison ourselves. Wind Demon also takes 1 wound damage. Now it's the Voidwarden's turn. This is a big turn. I need this turn to succeed, and I think it will. We are going to start with the bottom of Turn Out the Lights. Force the Wind Demon to perform attack 3, range 3, targeting the Earth Demon. This is a disadvantaged attack. However, because I have Master Influence up, the advantage negates the disadvantage, so we'll draw 1 card. I choose not to consume any elements, so this is going to be a simple attack using the Voidwarden's modifier deck. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Alright, so this is an attack 3 times 2, and attack 6. The Wind Demon suffers damage equal to the damage dealt, which is an easy kill. Alright, that couldn't have come at a better time. Now we resolve the top of Lure of the Void. This is a disarm. I'm going to consume the darkness I generated last turn to perform a move 3. 1, 2, 3. And round. Round 3 is going to be a fairly simple turn with the Earth Demon neutered. Our Blinky is going to declare a long rest. Let's start the round. Right, Voidwarden moves before the Earth Demon, who is performing the range attack. Cool. Alright, there's no Earth, so it will only target one enemy, and it will not move. Starting with the Voidwarden. I'm going to resolve Wicked Scratch for its basic move 2. I am wondering whether to move closer or further. I think further is better. Right, I would have loved to strengthen myself here, but I can't because I need to get within range 3 to perform Sap Warmth. This poisons the enemy and puts Sap Warmth into play. So let's do that right now. And that's our turn. The Earth Demon, we remember that it's disarmed, so it will not actually perform its ranged attack. Blinkblade recovers 2 health from the long rest and is going to lose a card. On the long rest, Blinky decided to lose Overdrive here. We aren't going to use the top, and the bottom is less useful than the bottom heals that we have. As for the Voidwarden, she's also performing a rest, a short rest. We randomly end up losing Wicked Scratch, which is fine, I guess. With the Earth Demon poisoned and down to 12 HP, we should be able to close out this game. Let's see how the initiatives go. Blinky declared fast, so it's going to go first. Right, so this is the time where we use our boots to move more. Right, we are going to play Experimental Adjustment for move 3. Enhanced by Boots of Striding, this is a move 5. And then we'll perform Blurry Jab's top action, which is an attack for a wound. So let's resolve the movement first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack Blurry Jab. -1. So that is a total of 4 damage after poison. And it inflicts wound. Alright. Next is Voidwarden. This was an attack on the poison enemy, triggering Sap Warmth. 1 health. Alright, the Voidwarden is going to be really mean. Resolve the bottom of Grasp of Doom as a normal move, followed by Gift of the Void. It's going to gift the Blinky, compel it into attacking the Earth Demon. Right, so the Earth Demon was already poisoned. We are using Gift of the Void to re-poison the Earth Demon. And this allows Blinky to attack it at range. This is a range attack, so it's at disadvantage, cancelled out by Master Influence's advantage. We have no elements to consume. We draw +0, so that's 3 damage, +1 from poison, that's 4 damage. And side effect, Blinky loses 2 health. Blinky attacked the poison enemy, so once again we advance this, heal 1. Alright. With that done, now it's the Earth Demon's turn, lose 1 health to wound. This is going to be an move 0, attack +0. Standard, generate Earth, 4 damage. This will probably kill Blinky here. Yes, it does. We will lose a card, but that's fine. And it's fine to lose a card because Blinky has a card that can ensure we win a game 100%. The top of Sand in the Hourglass allows us to deal 2 damage to the Earth Demon without having to draw modifiers. So that will put the Earth Demon down to 1 health, and the wound will kill it. So as long as we move before the Earth Demon, we'll be fine, and Earth Demons tend to be very slow. Earth Demons are slow, so as long as we move before the Earth Demon, we should be good. And that we are. The Earth Demon's super slow. Blinkblade goes first. Sand in the Hourglass, 2 damage. Yeah, the rest of the actions don't matter because when the Earth Demon's turn starts, they will die to the wound. Yay! So let's summarize my thoughts on the game. The Blinkblade Voidwarden combo is very interesting. I think you've seen the interactions between them, how the Voidwarden can support the Blinkblade by healing it, and placing poison on enemies so that Blinky's attacks become more effective. in the final room, I thought that the Voidwarden was the all-star there. I needed to accomplish the goal of dispatching the Wind Demon as soon as possible, and my Voidwarden did exactly that with just 2 cards, one Gift of the Void and one Lost card in Turn Out the Lights, boosted by Master Influence, 2-hit KO. Perfect. On the flip side, Blinky felt a little bit of a dead weight this game in general. It's not Blinky's fault. Some of it was due to bad play on my part as well. But I felt like at times you were kind of forced into playing a certain way, suboptimal way, because of your speed. Sometimes you have to go slow, and that means that you don't have access to as good of a movement or attack as you would like. And even at your best, it's usually an attack 4 on average. Sometimes you get a little more than that. In room 1, we saw how we managed to get a huge turn off with 22 damage, but most of the time, however, Blinky is just fairly average, if not slightly under average. I think the big thing was that in the last room, Blinky didn't really have any powerful lost cards that I could use to quickly turn the tides of battle, unlike with the Voidwarden. So perhaps I should have brought some more lost cards that had a high impact on battle, such as Cascading Reaction. I also felt Blinky to be heavily limited by its range, so positioning it was pretty tough throughout the entire game. Right? But all in all, this was a very fun combo of characters to play, and I think it's definitely quite powerful as a whole. So that's it for this entire playthrough. Maybe I'll do subsequent playthroughs. If I do, which character combos do you want to see in the future? Let me know in the comment section. I'd love to feature more character combo pairs, especially from the new Frosthaven and Jaws of the Lion campaigns, because yeah, those games aren't quite out yet, so it'll be nice to get some videos of those going to showcase their abilities. Till then, as always, thanks for watching. Goodbye.